Welcome back. Now we will discuss about the next vapor absorption system is practical vapor absorption reparation system or practical aqua ammonia vapor absorption reparation system. So the drawback of the previous system, that is simple aqua ammonia system, is if some amount water get vaporized with ammonia in generator, then that water vapor enter into condenser. In condenser, the condensation of water takes place. That means water convert into liquid form, that is vaporized water enter into liquid form. And if these liquid droplets of water enter into the expansion device, then what happens? If the temperature decreases below 0 degree Celsius, that water convert into ice. And if the water convert into ice, it choke the system or creates the difficulty for the flowing of the refrigerant. So this is simple drawback of this system. So to avoid this drawback, the next system is there, that is practical vapor absorption reparation system. Again, the COP of the simple aqua ammonia system is low. So always we want to enhance the COP. So by some addition of the components or by additional devices, whatever the drawbacks of this simple aqua ammonia system is eliminated, and that system is called as practical vapor absorption reparation system. So in order to improve the performance of the plant, the following accessories or the components are fitted, that is analyzer, rectifier and 2 heat exchangers. So in this system, see the diagram carefully. Some additional devices are there, that is heat exchanger 1 and heat exchanger 2, that is 2 heat exchangers are there. After that, analyzer and rectifier, or it is also called as dehydrator. Now see the working of these accessories. So the first one is analyzer. The analyzer consists of series of perforated trays mounted above the generator. The strong solution from the absorber flows downwards over the trays to cool the outgoing vapors. Since the saturated temperature of water is higher than that of ammonia at a given pressure, it is the water vapors which condense first. The analyzer may be built an internal part of the generator or made as a separate piece of the equipment. Now this analyzer is a direct contact type of heat exchanger. When the heat is supplied in the generator, the vapors of ammonia and some water vapors passes upward through the analyzer. So this analyzer removes some amount of water vapors which comes with ammonia, and that water vapors gets condensed with the help of this analyzer and gets collected back in a generator. So whatever the water get vaporized in generator, that some amount of water get condensed inside this analyzer. Now the next is a rectifier, or it is also called as dehydrator. So rectifier is a water cooled heat exchanger which condenses the water vapor and some ammonia and send back to the generator. Thus the final reduction or elimination of the percentage of water vapor takes place in a rectifier. So if you see the diagram carefully, above generator there is an analyzer. So due to the heating coil, if some amount of water get vaporized with ammonia, so that water get condensed with the help of analyzer. If some amount of water again present in the form of vapor in ammonia and that enter into the next device, that is rectifier, So rectifier condenses or removes the last traces of these water vapors. That means a rectifier eliminates the entry of water into the condenser. The last traces of water gets condensed or gets separated out and sent back to the analyzer. So in the rectifier, some amount ammonia also get condensed and sent back to the analyzer. So this analyzer rectifier combination ensures that only vapor or only ammonia refrigerant enter into condenser. There is no any water droplets which comes or enters into the condenser. So this analyzer rectifier combination removes 100% water from the refrigerant and send back to the generator. So what are the drawbacks of that? Choking of the system is eliminated with the help of this analyzer rectifier combination. After that, only ammonia enter into the condenser. In condenser, the condensation of that ammonia takes place. After that, that liquid ammonia enter into receiver. Now, after the receiver, there is one heat exchanger. So from this heat exchanger, liquid ammonia enter into expansion valve, and after expansion, whatever the chilled refrigerant enter into evaporator. In evaporator, the evaporation of that refrigerant takes place, and that vaporized refrigerant again enter into heat exchanger. So this, see the working of this heat exchanger or the advantage of this heat exchanger. So whatever the vapor refrigerant from the evaporator, the temperature of that vapor refrigerant is decreases with the help of the liquid refrigerant which are coming from the receiver. So what is the advantage of this? So as the temperature of this vapor refrigerant decreases before enter into absorber, so in absorber the temperature of that solution decreases, and as the temperature is low, the absorbent absorb maximum refrigerant. Okay, so as the refrigerant get more absorbed or more absorption of refrigerant is there, that means the quantity of refrigerant which is circulated throughout the system increases, and as the quantity of refrigerant increases, the cooling effect or refrigeration effect increases. Okay, so this is the advantage of this heat exchanger. Now after the absorber, that strong solution enter into generator with the help of pump. Now this strong solution enter into generator through the heat exchanger second. So this heat exchanger second is installed in between the absorber and generator. Now see the advantage of this heat exchanger second. So from the generator, whatever the weak solution is there, that weak solution having some lower temperature as compared to the strong solution. So this weak solution comes down from the generator into absorber through this heat exchanger and with the help of pressure reducing valve. So whatever the heat energy of that weak solution, that heat energy is absorbed with the help of this strong solution, because the strong solution have low temperature and weak solution have high temperature, because the strong solution that is comes from the absorber, and in absorber the temperature is low, and this weak solution comes from generator, and in generator temperature is more. So in heat exchanger second, strong solution absorb heat from the weak solution. So what is the advantage of that? Temperature of strong solution increases and temperature of weak solution decreases. So as the temperature of weak solution decreases before enter into the pressure reducing valve, its temperature is decreases further. So as the temperature and pressure is low inside the absorber, we know the tendency of absorbent to absorb the refrigerant is more. So for the maintaining the low temperature and low pressure inside the absorber, heat exchanger second works. Okay, and what is the advantage of the increase in temperature of strong solution? So as the temperature of strong solution increases before entering into generator, so whatever the heat energy required for the separation of the refrigerant and absorbent in a generator, that heat supplied decreases, because initially the temperature of water increases before enter into generator. So this heat exchanger increases the coefficient of performance or the performance of the cycle. Why this cycle is called as practical? Because whatever the previous, that is simple aqua ammonia cycle, is not a practical cycle, because there is some limitations. If the some water enter into condenser, after that if enter into expansion wall, so it convert into ice and there is a blockage of the system. So this system avoids all the drawbacks and try to enhance the performance or COP of the system. Hence this cycle is called as what? Practical aqua ammonia vapor absorption refrigeration system. So we always remember the functions of these heat exchangers and function of analyzer and rectifier. So this is about practical aqua ammonia vapor absorption refrigeration system. So if we see the coefficient of performance of this system, so COP is always again output divided by input. So output is heat absorbed in evaporator and input is heat supplied to generator plus work done by pump. But the work done by pump is very low, that is negligible. So we have always consider the heat absorbed in evaporator and heat supplied to generator. So the COP is a ratio of QV divided by QG. That QV means heat absorbed in evaporator, that is refrigeration effect, and QG means heat supplied to generator. So this is about practical aqua ammonia vapor absorption refrigeration system.